Hello, we meet again in the VNA broadcast daily, and following are today's highlights.
President Trương Tấn Sang holds talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng attends Information and Communications Technology Summit in Hanoi. Seminar helps boost exports to Russia and Ukraine. ASEAN and China work on search rescue in the East Sea.
We'll begin today's program with an update on President Trương Tấn Sang's visit to China. President Trương Tấn Sang and Chinese President Xi Jinping held talks in Beijing on June 19th. The talks took place following a welcome ceremony at the highest level for state leader the same day.
The presidents agreed on the need to further deepen the political trust between the two parties and two countries. They consented to boost ties in all fields, with a view to constantly enriching the content of the comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership. President Sang suggested the two sides continuously improve the quality of economic cooperation, striving to raise two-way trade to $60 billion by 2015. President Sang said he hopes China will invest in major projects in infrastructure construction, manufacturing, and support industry in Vietnam. The two sides agreed to maintain regular dialogues on sea issues and seriously carry out the Vietnam-China Agreement on basic principles regarding the settlement of sea-related issues. They concurred that they will settle disputes by peaceful measures based on international law. The two sides agreed to implement comprehensively and effectively the Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the East Sea, as well as work together to maintain peace and stability in the East Sea. President Sang laid special emphasis on the issue of fishing, which is closely related to the livelihood and interests of millions of Vietnamese fishermen. He asked that the two sides strengthen coordination to solve this issue satisfactorily to ensure fishermen's legitimate rights and interests. After the talks, the two presidents witnessed the signing of several cooperative documents, including a joint plan of action between the two governments on implementing the Vietnam-China Comprehensive Strategic Cooperative Partnership, a border defense cooperation agreement between the two ministries of defense.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng has asked ministries, sectors and localities, as well as businesses and researchers, to raise their awareness of the role information and technology have in development and improving the national competitive capacity.
Prime Minister Dũng was speaking at the Information and Communications Technology Summit in Hanoi on June 20th. He said IT application and development is an important task of the whole political system. He also said the development and application of IT in production, business and management to improve Vietnam's competitiveness is the shortest way to have the country catch up with developed nations. Over the past decade, IT has become a spearhead economic sector of the country with high growth rate, accounting for nearly 7% of the country's GDP. Vietnam is listed as one of the 10 most attractive countries in software outsourcing and the second largest partner of Japan. Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City have been named among 10 newly emerged cities in the field.
Government officials and experts of ASEAN countries and China are meeting in Hanoi to seek measures to intensify cooperation in search and rescue of distressed fishermen and vessels in the East Sea.
The East Sea is an important shipping lane in the region and the world, which has witnessed many territorial disputes. As a result, ensuring peace, stability, security, and maritime safety and freedom in the East Sea is the common concern of all nations in and outside the region. The two-day event that opened on June 19th is a part of the ASEAN-China Working Plan on guiding the implementation of the Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the East Sea. The plan was adopted in Beijing in January 2012.
Apart from looking into the current search and rescue situation and the need to develop joint measures supporting distressed fishermen and vessels in the EC, participants made specific recommendations to increase cooperation in the field. There are implicit risks to fishermen that may be triggered by weather and even humans, urging ASEAN and China to set out cooperation policies and measures to coordinate search and rescue activities when they are significant in terms of humanitarian issues and trust building. The participants said closer cooperation will contribute to strengthening the peaceful, stable and orderly environment in the EC and building trust between ASEAN and China, in the context that disputes on sovereignty and sovereignty rights in the EC are yet settled completely.
A seminar was held in Hanoi on June 20th to improve information about Russian and Ukrainian markets.
The Trade Promotion Department under the Ministry of Industry and Trade organized the event to have Vietnamese businesses boost their exports to the two countries. Russia, one of Vietnam's traditional trading partners, is a big market with a high demand for various kinds of goods. However, Vietnamese exporters have failed to make full use of the market's potential. Ukraine, Russia's neighbor, is an emerging market where purchasing power is rising rapidly as the country is focusing on reforming its custom procedures. Participants at the event said once Vietnamese goods enter the two markets, they can freely circulate to other member nations of the Commonwealth of Independent States. Vietnam exports seafood, vegetables, garment and textiles, footwear, cashew nuts and coffee to Russia and Ukraine. Last year, seafood exports to the two countries reached $49.3 million.
Construction on Phu My 3 Industrial Park, specializing in support industry serving Japanese companies, has begun in Tân Thanh district of Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province.
Phu My 3 is established in accordance with a joint statement between governments of Vietnam and Japan on opening two industrial zones for support industry. The second one will be based in the northern port city of Hải Phòng. With an investment of $345 million, the nearly 1,000 hectare park will be divided into four main areas, designed for multi-sector and support industry, heavy industries, port and logistics services, and utility services. At least 300 hectares of land will be earmarked for Japanese investors. All domestic and foreign firms are also entitled to preferential taxes while operating in the complex.
The 10th International Exhibition on Automobile and Supporting Industry is underway in Hanoi. Let's have a look.
The exhibition displays different types of vehicles for business and tourism assembled or imported by domestic companies, as well as products of some support industry enterprises in Vietnam, China, France, and the Republic of Korea. According to the event's organizers, although it's a difficult time for the automotive industry, some new policies are having a positive impact on vehicle sales. The exhibition aims to boost manufacturing. Despite difficulties in the economy, the participation of new brand names, especially in spare part production, helps Vietnam's support industry develop. The event is a chance for domestic and international vehicle management agencies and manufacturers to swap experiences, seek cooperation opportunities, and boost the domestic market. It will be open to visitors until June 22nd.
And that is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.